Hi everyone. I just want to do a short video on how to shift your collection because um, as it happens, as collections are used, books tend to kind of bunch up in certain areas and from time to time you need to straighten them out. Or if you do a really large weed, but then you're going to buy a significant amount of books to make sure that you fit them in all correctly. So, this is one method. This is the way I was taught, and I have moved the better part of a small academic library with it, and also the better part of a nonfiction collection in a public library with it. And this is my sacred shifting string. I have just a ring on the end. It just keeps me from losing it. It is 36 inches. Sorry, you can't see the whole thing on the video, but um, anyway, this is the size. In the last library I was in, the shelves were all 36 inches, so this string is the size of 36 inches, so one shelf length. So I looked in the Walker Library, and we have this great book. It's called Moving Your Library, Getting the Collection from Here to There, and it's an ebook online, so you can uh, view it at any time. It is 100 pages, and it looks great for this is the whole way to move a collection from here to there. But let me just tell you really quickly how you use this method. So say you are going to, say your picture books are just a mess, and hopefully you do have some more space. Maybe you're adding shelves or you're just rearranging. Either way, what you're going to do is you're going to measure, and hopefully all your shelves are the same length. If not, this will get a little more complicated. But let's assume for this that all your shelves are 36 inches long. So you have made your string 36 inches long, and you're going to, so if you have 10 shelves times 36 inches, then you're going to have 360 inches of available space. Next, you are going to measure the books. Now, you can also do it the opposite way. You can measure the free space. I like to measure the books. It's up to you. I think that book moving your library shows you both techniques. Um, so once you do it, you'll get the hang of it, and then you'll figure out how you want to do it next time. So the next step is to measure the books. So this works best with two people. You have one person with the string measuring, and then you have the second person with a pad of paper writing down tick marks for every full shelf of books that you have. So you're going to actually walk up to the shelf with and measure the books. So this is shelf 1, and then you're going to go to the shelf 2, start at the next place. Shelf 3, shelf 4. Sorry, I don't know how to do this on this video. Anyway, so you get to the end. Where is my string? Hello. Okay, so I'm at the end of my string here. So this is one tick mark. This is one shelf full. So wherever I ended, I'm going to start from here. I'm going to drop the string. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to start measuring again until I get to the end. I'm measuring the books. I'm at the end, and that's 2. Okay, so you just keep going through the whole collection, and you keep turning your string over until you get to the end. So say for this we have 300 inches of books. So we had 360 inches of space. So that means that we have 60 inches of free space. So we will divide that by the 10 shelves, and then we will have 6 inches of free space on each shelf. And that seems reasonable because you don't want your shelves too packed. You always need some space in there, but you also don't want them, with 3 inches of books on each shelf, because that looks like you don't have anything. So then you've determined that you have 6 inches of free space on each shelf. That means you have 30 inches of books on each shelf. So you're going to grab some carts, probably another person to make it go quicker, but I've done it by myself. I like to start at the end of the space. You could start at the beginning or the end. You just have to pick one. So I like to start at the end, and the very last shelf on the bottom, if it's on the bottom, you're going to go top to bottom, just like the books are arranged. And you're going to mark off the 6 inches of free space, however you decide to do that. I just use a ruler. And then I'm going to, if there are more than 30 inches of books on that shelf, I'm going to have to take off the ones on the left and move them up to the next shelf and put them on the end. If there's not 30 inches, I'm going to take from the shelf above and move it down. And I'm just going to keep moving backwards until I get to the beginning. That's what the cart's for. You're going to have some overflow that's going to need to fit in the cart. Just make sure that you take it shelf by shelf and you don't mix up the books. And then you've shifted books, and it's a great feeling when it looks all pretty when you're done. So that's the short string method with Holly's Sacred Shifting String.